According to the Polaris Project, supported by the U.S. government, the United States has 16,554 individuals that have been identified as likely being victims of trafficking. The UN has noted that only 1 in 100 captives will ever escape, making it probable that exponentially more than we know are trafficked every year. While the Northwest is often known for its coffee and outdoor appeal, such as rivers, lakes, and mountains, what is less known is that in the Northwest since 2007, over 6,000 victims of trafficking have been locally identified. And according to the Fulcrum Institute, Washington State has the 6th largest concentration of past and current sex trafficking victims in the United States.
I was adopted and my adoption didn't work out, and so I went into the foster care system and went through 17 foster homes until I was 16, and that is when I got trafficked. I definitely didn't understand how bad it was. I understood that something awful was going on. At the time, I thought that this is just what the drug world is, and I didn't think it was human trafficking. I just thought it was like survival. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months, and unfortunately it turned into years, and I kind of lost track of time of how long it had been. There wasn't a time that chaos wasn't going on, whether it was someone overdosing or fighting or girls trying to run. It was always something going on. I remember when I got rescued, the detective told me the average of a girl surviving their life is 7 years, and the fact that I did that double, he was shocked that I was alive. I was in a hotel room and they came and saw me every day until I got into the program, and I think like it needed to start somewhere. I just didn't know where, and I think that I knew that I wasn't ready to get a job. I mean, I wasn't even ready to be sober, if I'm honest. I was just wanting something different. I think putting Jesus at the centerpiece of my recovery and not sobriety has been a game changer for me. I think that in the past I've just focused on sobriety, and I think that's why it didn't work in the past, and now I focus on Jesus as my centerpiece. I'm most proud of that my trafficker ended up getting 23 years. It was a very hard season, but it wasn't just about me, it was about other people too. And so just to have the bravery and the courage to face him and let him know what he did was wrong. I think that I hold that close, because there are hard days, but when I remember that, it makes it worth it. Life is stable, which some days still feels weird. I have a part-time job. I'm looking to do peer support to work with other women that have similar struggles to what I once had, and I'm just in a season of transitioning into what you would call the real world. And I just love my life today. I get to work and I get to have my own money, and it's just a total different life that I didn't think was possible.
Helping captives exists to honor God by providing opportunities for freedom and safety to those exploited by sex trafficking. Originally, Helping Captives provided a long-term care program for survivors all over the United States and partnered with other cities in need. Through those amazing partnerships, we have had women fly in from all over the country to receive our services. However, over the last 2 years, our organization has seen an uptick in local calls and walk-ins from women in our own city seeking emergency and stabilization care. After talking with community leaders, board members, and first responders, we decided to do our best to answer the call. In order to provide the additional needed services for our community, we've been looking for a facility in town that would meet the need on a bus line, and it needed to be easy to find. And it needed to provide enough square footage for current and future office employees, counselors, case managers, and future outpatient staff. Shortly after expanding our reach and launching our updated services, an opportunity presented itself in the form of a facility that had been known for the exploitation of women in our area, the Deja Vu Strip Club. This building, once a vibrant movie theater for families in our community, declined from a place that showed mainstream movies to adult films in the 70s and eventually was turned into a strip club, which it has remained until recently. At first, we weren't too sure about the space, but the more we prayed about it, it was apparent that not only did the building check all our practical needs, we could honor God by turning this building from a place of exploitation into a place of healing in His name. Early on in the process, we had the opportunity to receive full funding for the building, but it would have required us to take Christ out of our programming, which we simply could not do. That's why we're reaching out to you, our community, to help us make this happen. The success of this project would mean even more women would have the opportunity to safely heal, grow, and enter into a whole new life. God is a God of redemption and healing. This isn't just about redeeming an old building. It is a symbol and an opportunity to redeem lives and set captives free.